咋了？啥表情？比比吧。
你是一个坏比比。
我怎么有坏了呢？
我给你标记一个。
标记一个什么？这是什么？
标记一个坏。
哦。
你再这样子身材羞辱我，我就生气。
我都不敢说话了。你看，我说你生气之后，我就在那里一句话不敢说，我就在那里，你没发现我在那里沉默？沉默是今晚的康桥。
你本来也沉默，少来这套。
我脸都不敢。
本来也是沉默。
哔。
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
I think we're actually in for a treat here, Peter, because we get to see Hristo Stoichkov. Never one to stay in the same position. He has a lovely instinct for his trade, and his trade is goals, many of them.
Indeed, Bulgaria's best ever, surely.
Always kind of makes me feel he's going to score.
And it's made its way to him, and a chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Milan looking to pass their way, and the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Not the most accurate pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Alexander-Arnold. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Dani Olmo. That's Vieira. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot, surely! Goal, Milan! The breakthrough strike.
就把小屁当中，
High quality goal,
这
lovely
小周厉害
first
是
touch,
你发射票的
sumptuous。second.
我那想学会辨认一下，因为有点数据可以看空。看你有小小片这个，如果是噪音的话，早就告诉我。如果是噪音，他早就据理力争了。
Game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Stoichkov. Raul.
Such good technique.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oyarzabal with a definite foul there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Milan already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances. Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Skims one in. And that was nowhere near his best. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Baggio. Baggio powering forward here. He is just caressing the ball. Deep cross. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That pass has been well intercepted. Alexander-Arnold played out to the left flank. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Roberto Carlos. And it's Baggio. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gets a good foot in there. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Baggio! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aimed beyond the defence. Conceição. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Dani Olmo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Araujo couldn't squeeze it through. Knocks it into space. Raul. Defending was strong and firm. Mateus. Now it's Conceição. Howson is the team's great visionary. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Vieira. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. And that's going right the way across. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Cross to the back post. Oh, what a climb! And he's quick to get it clear again. Takes the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That has been knocked clear. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That is lovely. And it's Davids. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He is through here.
两个经常说话把域名搞
Belted
哭。
away. Now it's Dani Olmo. Short changes him with that pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi che tra poco sul maxi schermo saranno trasmessi gli orari dei treni speciali.
Here we go again then. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Over to the left, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Baggio. Alexander-Arnold. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Conceição. Another chance from a corner. Milan have their second corner now. He's got tall. No, not the best of headers. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's hit it long. And Dijk spots it and intercepts. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's in a great position here. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Team still separated by the game's only goal. And he's worked it through. Conceição is onto this. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Milan have their third corner. Vieira! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. He's on it, there's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And they're quick to get it back. Alexander-Arnold. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Great vision. Araujo cuts it out. Rui Costa. And it's Olmo. Oh, that's a key interception. It's run loose here. And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! It's there! And there we have it. The two-goal cushion. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22. Numero
So,
15.
time for changes
Numero
on
8.
both sides, actually.
Numero 9.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's McAllister. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Stoichkov going full steam down the flank. Alexander-Arnold. Serginho. Vieira. Milan finding their passes. Roberto Baggio. Baggio running with the ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he has been fouled there. Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Stoichkov. Spread it left. Now it's Stoichkov. McAllister. And it's Serginho. Now this could be a chance. And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
A case now of complete control. Played back in, and he's cut it out. Nicely shaped ball. Raul. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Stoichkov. Danger averted for now. Raul. Oh, good-looking ball. No, that's been intercepted. Serginho. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly
Ci
seen
saranno
out.
2 minuti di recupero.
The ball has bounced loose now. Early ball out from the back.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's Serginho. And this is Perisic. It's Perisic! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. That's at the end. Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness,
Signore e signori, vi
relentlessness.
invitiamo caldamente a contribuire
Milan
all'iniziativa
may not have
Gol
finished
per
with
la vita,
11, but they have shown terrific spirit and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus and fitness in refusing to settle for a draw. A time to hold heads high.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.